What do you risk by connecting your things? Well, a number of different things. Theft of sensitive data, resulting potentially in revenue loss or reputational harm. We're seeing that a large number, especially in industrial IoT, of data theft and of probing of networks is happening by hostile nation states as well. So it's not just criminals, it's not just competitors. This is an international warfare at this point as well. Security exposure when devices are connected for the first time. As we know, many of us in industrial IoT have been creating security through air gapping operational technology. Well, there's just too many benefits to connecting it, but when we do, we have to take account of all the risks. When devices are taken over using rogue firmware, then the user experience degrades and people lose trust in that brand. We talked about Mirai botnet and the distribution of malware and distributed denial of service attacks. And the list goes on and on. There's quite a few risks that are associated with not designing IoT devices securely by design. But what I'd really like to leave you with as a key message in this section is that it's not just about preventing risk. It's also about creating new opportunities. And IoT security is a strong enabler for that. If you just go to the Rolls-Royce website, you'll see this case study about this concept that Rolls-Royce has developed of not just selling airplane engines, for instance, but with total care, selling thrust as a service. So you can imagine how that completely changes the business model for them to be able to sell their product based on its performance and to be rewarded for its good performance, but to be able to use IoT both to bill for the amount of thrust that's used accurately, preventing any kind of fraud, as well as then being able to do preventative maintenance of the system and prevent downtime so that it can continue to produce revenue. So this is a fascinating business model. There are many like that that are being launched and that we're seeing out there every day that require security protection in order to be successful. And to drive that point home, here's a list of 12 different IoT applications that I put together for you that just shows, for instance, in terms of product authenticity, especially with pharmaceuticals, and in this day and age, it's becoming more and more critical, the importance of being able to track them and the importance of being able to ensure their authenticity. Security provides a critical role there. If we go down to and we look at tools, for instance, just like Rolls-Royce is selling engine or thrust as a service, a lot of companies are starting to sell tools as a service, batteries as a service, etc. And in order to do that, you need to be able to track where they are, you need to be able to track their usage, you need to prevent cloning of those trackers, and you need to secure all of that data. So you can see here, regardless of what IoT application you're working on, security can provide both a protective and an enabling factor to that.